a roller coaster.
Pretty good. I think this is the first time that we've done one of these like sit down nice live streams
off of a couch
when we're not on a couch and we're in front of a theme park. Like we've done live streams
cool.
at theme parks, but we're not actually at a theme park. We're just overlooking a theme park. How about
Brian!
that? Hello,
and
Brian.
Alex and Kevin. Oh, it's a party, and then everybody else.
It is a party. So.
Wow, we're just coming in already. The Smiler's mid. We haven't even breathed yet. We're already making fun of things. I love it.
Welcome, guys, to tonight's live stream. Yay, you are alive. That's right. We made it back, guys. So this is absolutely fantastic. We are going to tell you all about our epic trip to Europe. Not the first time we've done that, but
we've done this before, haven't we, guys?
Yeah, just a couple times, but we went to a bunch of new locations, some familiar ones. It is nice to be back in the U.S. Yeah, everyone's welcoming us back. Thank you, everyone.
You know, it's like super duper fun to be in like a new country or like a new continent and spending a bunch of time there. But it's always nice when you come home to like the comforts and the things you're used to. Like
absolutely, yeah.
As soon as we got back, we're like, man, we gotta have something super American. Let's go order Chinese food.
Yeah. How about that? So someone said go get some Taco Bell. There are actually a couple places in Europe where you can go and see that they have like Taco Bell, which is pretty funny. So yeah, anyways, this is gonna be a good time. So we're gonna be answering any questions you guys have.
Yes, that's Gale Forest. Someone said this is at Gale Forest. Yes, that's
yeah. So Ocean City, New Jersey. We're here to decompress for a couple days.
It's my hometown.
Yep, Sarah's originally from here. So here we go. What's the best ice cream in Ocean City?
Oh, I really like George's. I know what everyone is thinking, Core Brothers, but I like George's.
Yeah, everyone's thinking Core Brothers. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
You got okay?
No, I recognize the logo. I'd recognize the logo.
But so, just for perspective.
Oh, we're picking the phone.
I'm picking up the phone. My high school is right back there, so not that far away. So this is like my stomping ground.
Show having the beach.
There's the beach. There's the park. Rode my first roller coaster right over there. And now we're back. That's way too close up. Whoa.
I got this. We're doing everything mobile today, so makes it super easy. So here, we're gonna reset this up, and then we should be good to go to continue.
Someone said it's 2 a.m. in Amsterdam and I can't sleep. Go to bed. Taylor will sing you a lullaby.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Wow, you don't even care. That's so harsh.
And let us know how the quality's looking. If it looks okay, and if we start having issues at all, then we can mess with it to try and figure things out. Because as you can see, we are outside right now. So
if it starts being difficult, we'll go back inside where we can trust the Wi-Fi a bit more.
Yeah. So anyways, we already got a donation. Ethan donated $20. He says you missed out on a pretty big theme park in France. Beautiful. There are no rides, but it's basically themed entirely around the history of France and seems to have some of the best theme park shows around. And you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
we did miss that.
We almost did go to that, though. I don't remember.
But we didn't go to it in France. We almost went to it in Madrid, south in Toledo. We did not.
The thing is, when you're like on a trip like this, you really have to be picky and choosy because you do not have an unlimited amount of time.
Yeah.
We had a set date that we need to be back by, so we kind of had to pick and choose. But that's not saying we'll never do it.
Yep.
Because, we'll go to
I'm sure that it'd be awesome to go there. I've heard amazing things. So, at some point.
Someone said, how did you not fail your classes being so close to all this? Well, Gale Force didn't really exist, and that helped. But we did classes sometimes, like, out on the beach. We did, like, runs on the boardwalk for gym class or stuff like that, so... I got my fix, but I won't lie. My senior year, I definitely got in some trouble for constantly going on the boardwalk.
I had a normal high school.
I did not. I fully admit that this is not normal.
So
when are you going back to Sweden? Oh my God, can we chill?
People are like, oh, you're welcome back to the U.S. When are you leaving again?
Actually, not for a while, but we are leaving this general area very soon for a trip that we will talk about later. But
I would say later in the live stream, we'll tell you about our next trip, which will be happening this upcoming weekend. So, and it is actually, and before you start guessing, it is actually nowhere near where we currently are. We're currently in New Jersey, and we are going to be venturing a little bit further away from this place.
OMG, do not call me a Guido.
I don't even know what that is.
A Guido? Did you watch The Jersey Shore?
No.
Okay, well, it's like a word for like Italians. Like if you're like really like Italian and like both. It's a Jersey Shore term. Like, oh yeah, it's a bunch of Guidos. Like, I'm not a Guido.
I'm from Virginia. Anyways.
Watch the Jersey Shore. No, we're not going to $7 City, guys.
Oh, it's like you're going to $7 City. No.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Everybody jumped all at the same time. Like,
it must be $7 City.
No, believe me, when $7 City happens, like, we will tell you. Because we'll probably do some kind of event for it. Honestly.
I love this question. Someone donated $2 to ask if we snuck up on a roof.
We did not.
No, we have permission to be here. We have permission to be here.
We have full permission.
It's all good. Yeah, so anyways, we got some fun stuff to talk about. So first things first.
Yes, we're going to Antarctica this weekend. Thank you, guys. We
visited a lot of different countries this past year. So, well, this past month, we went to first the UK. We got to check out Wales and Scotland, but there are no roller coasters that we did there, but we spent our time in England. We went over to Madrid. We went to Morocco.
That was so cool.
France and Belgium.
Yes.
So, and Monaco, but again, no theme parks there. So, yeah, it was a very eventful trip, to say the least.
We had a lot of fun, and we did a couple trivia questions, because we did it last time, and I remember everybody had a lot of fun with it, so we're doing it again.
Yeah, we have some fun. Should we wait a little bit, or should we jump right into them?
Before we end up accidentally spoiling the answers somehow from our conversations.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, before we start like diving into stuff, we're gonna ask you guys a couple questions. You're gonna do your best to answer them, and then we'll shout out the first person to get them right. So we have
at least the first that we see.
Like around 10 questions.
Okay.
So, all right.
First one is, how many parks did we visit in total on this trip?
How many parks did we visit on the show? And if you guys send any donations while we're doing this, we will read them off at the end.
What does it mean that I'm a cookie? Is that good or bad?
143. No, we did not visit 143.
Spot on.
Let's see. Oh, good.
Someone got it.
Good answer. Who got first?
Go back up.
There we go. Elias Watson. You got it
20
right.
20 parks. 19 in Europe and 1 in Africa, which is still part of the same trip.
True. Here, scooch in a little bit. You're getting cut off a little bit.
Okay, I just didn't want to block the pretty roller coaster. You guys would rather look at a roller coaster than my face.
All right, so that was a good starter one. All right.
Well, let's go back and answer the super chat that we missed.
Oh yeah. Tecton Coasters donated $20. Says,
thank you.
Hi Taylor, I'm going to Las Vegas for my birthday. I'm going to Cedar Point in July 2024 for the Tupelo Dragster remodel. Hope everything goes well with you guys. We love your content. Keep riding roller coasters. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. So,
yes, thank
all right.
you.
So yes, we went to 20 theme parks on this trip. Next question.
How many of those 20 were new to Taylor?
How many of them had I never been to before? Of the 20.
You probably guessed what the question after that is.
69. No, that is more than 20.
Nice.
Nice. That's more than 20. How many are new to me?
Oh, there it goes.
Someone said 5. That's too low. 2? No, more than that.
Anyone got any yet?
Oh, I don't see anyone.
Oh,
Coaster Obsessed.
Oh, no, someone got it before.
Allison.
Allison C got it first.
Allison C got it with 12.
Yep, 12 parks were new to Taylor.
12 of them were new.
So then how many were new to me? You know it's higher than 12, but it's less than 20.
How many were new to Sarah? Oh, there we go. Zoov got it. 17. 17 of them were brand new to Sarah. So
that's good.
I had been to 5 of the parks that Sarah had not been to before.
Yes.
So those were Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Park Day Attractions, and Park Warner.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, let's go back to we got
Allison C, no idea who you are, no clue, but yeah. And Jack donated $10, says, here's some money for George's. Thanks for showing Dorney some love the other day.
Thank you. Oh, I guess we got an ice cream later.
That's very kind of you.
Yay.
Appreciate it. All right, let's jump in. How many countries did we ride a roller coaster in? So we mentioned that we went to places like Scotland and Monaco, but there are no roller coasters there. So how many did we visit that have a roller coaster in them? Oh, and we got our first one. Felipe Nassif got it correct with 5.
Yes.
5 countries. So those were England, Spain, France, Belgium, and Morocco.
Now Morocco, obviously that video already came out. If you haven't seen it already, you should, because it's really fun and it's really cool to see a theme park in that part of the world. But compared to the first season of Coastin Thru Europe, this one's definitely going to have like less countries, but it still has just as much content.
Yes.
We spent a lot more time in singular countries. Like we were in England for a while, we were in France for a while. We did not as much in Belgium, but...
Yeah, we definitely did more in Belgium last time we were there, but not by much. We did 2 parks in Belgium versus last time we did 3 parks in Belgium. And one of those parks we did that was the same. And then Airshim
like
$22 says, when do you think Fury will open?
I would maybe tomorrow.
Honestly, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Which is crazy. Yeah. So if you're in that area, go get a ride. Let us know.
Yeah.
Are we crack free?
And someone asked, no coasters in Wales. Funny story. Did you guys see how Megaphobia just reopened like yesterday?
We missed it.
That's why. We were originally going to go ride it, but it wasn't ready.
Oh, here's an add-on question. Since we couldn't do Megaphobia, what did we do that day instead, if any of you remember?
We skipped out on Oakwood and
we went somewhere else.
Instead we went to Drayton Manor.
Nailed
Ethan
it.
got it correct. We went to Drayton Manor instead.
Which was so cool. I really liked that part.
Not originally on the itinerary. Well, actually, it was sort of on the original itinerary, but it got cut.
Yeah.
Because originally it wasn't Oakwood or Drayton Manor. It was Drayton Manor or 2 days at Alton Towers. And then we decided 2 days at Alton Towers, so Drayton got cut. And then we cut Oakwood last minute because that coaster was not ready.
That's sort of how we do these trips. Like we have like a list of all the stuff we want to do, and it's like we literally have to like cut stuff out. Like it's, you know,
yeah.
Here we are.
Exactly.
Oh, there it goes.
Look at it go.
We rode last night.
We did ride it last night, yeah.
Yeah, the girl next to me was like, I'm so sorry, I'm probably gonna scream like the whole time. And I was like, I bet you I can keep a straight face the whole time. She's like, no way. She was like, why can you do that? It was really funny.
All right, next question.
What was the first coaster we rode on this trip?
First coaster. Did you see Paul McCartney? No.
What?
If we did, you would have heard about it by now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Someone suggests Swarm. Oh, there we go. Ethan got it right again.
Dang.
Mandrill Mayhem.
Nailing
that
it.
was the first coaster we did.
Okay, then what was the last?
Last coaster of our trip. I don't see anything.
No.
Time Traveler. Let's go away. No, the last coaster of our trip. No, these are still
I think
Mystic. There we go. King's Coasters. Got it correct.
Nailed it. Yep, that was our final coaster of the trip. It was nice to walk
Rhone
away.
Alps. Oh, someone guessed the Morocco visa. No, that was actually like the middle of the trip.
Yeah, that was before. It was right after Madrid, before France.
Yep. So Mystic is a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, and that was our final one that we did before we left.
Someone said the plane. Good one.
The plane.
That was Max.
We did ride that.
Yes, we did. Okay, next question. Did we get more rides on Gotham City Escape or Tutatis? Out of the 2 big coasters we were looking forward to doing on this trip. You got a 50-50 shot. So
I know. Steven got it right first. Tutatis is the correct answer.
What was the difference?
I believe only 2 rides. So I believe we did 4 on Gotham City Escape and 6 on Tutatis.
We only rode it 4 times? I feel like I remember riding it way more than 4 times.
I think it was 4.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because we did 2.
You had one job to keep track, Taylor.
We did 2 front row rides and 2 back row rides. I don't think we rode it anywhere else.
That ride was so good. I could have ridden that like 14 times that day. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then Tutatis, I'm pretty sure it was 6.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Let's play a game, guys. The game is how long can we go without making a joke about me not ever being at Silver Dollar City? I would bet less than 30 freaking seconds.
First person to mention Silver Dollar City loses.
I don't know what you lose, but I just want you all to know that my friends in real life make fun of me just as much as you guys do. So I'm getting it from all angles. So don't worry. Like I'm always getting picked on by someone.
All right, next question.
What major manufacturer was not at all featured on this trip? No rides from this manufacturer.
No rides.
0. Wow, you guys, that didn't even last 1 second. Good job, everybody.
GCI? No, we rode Wicker Man.
Yep.
RMC.
Nailed it. The Coaster Gnome.
Yep, that was
Or Ethan actually made
nope.
Oh no, wait.
Connor got it right.
Wow,
nope.
they all come in at once. Yeah,
the Coaster Gnome. Yeah, the Coaster Gnome got it right.
Woo!
Yeah, so usually on these trips there's always at least 1 RMC, and on this trip there were none.
Because I don't know what the heck is going on in the UK that they're just not getting any RMCs.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, UK.
Come on, get it together. Well, actually, they're probably like, yeah, what is going on?
We have a theory that maybe Project Exodus was at some point tossed around to being an RMC because the jackets, if you guys look back at the photos of us wearing the construction site jackets that say Project Exodus, it is an identical copy of the RMC logo.
I don't feel like that's an indicator. I think that was just like someone just copied and pasted. Yeah, or copied and pasted.
You don't think maybe RMC put in a bid or something at some point?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
But they're kind of like, it was an idea.
But I'm saying that's probably a separate thing from the logos on the jackets. Like, I feel like those could have been, those were two different conversations, you know?
They were trolling them.
I don't know. Anyways, next question.
Oh wait, someone said, did we miss the super jet? Just making sure.
So I've been Oh yeah, Buldasaur 2 donated $2. Says, when are you going to Great Adventure?
Probably while we're here.
At some point. It might be next week.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. We'd like to go at some point. Next question.
Which country did we spend the most time in? We actually we didn't know.
It's actually very, very close. Yep, someone got CRMAH got it correct. England.
Yes.
And for people who say the UK, that is made up of multiple countries.
Yes.
So
there are 4 countries in the UK.
Yeah. So,
one of them is England.
So, anyways,
France was really close though.
Yeah. So we spent one more day in England than we did in France.
Yeah.
So it's very, very close.
The rest of the UK has got to catch up with theme parks.
Yeah,
England is just smashing everybody else.
Yeah. But so like England won, and if you counted Wales and Scotland all as one thing, then all of the UK still wins.
Adam donated $2 and GoFundMe for Sarah to go to the other Dollywood without Taylor.
Wow.
Send it in, guys.
And then again, donated $5. Said, guess who? Good to see y'all.
Hi, darling. She's the one that I told her she had to stop sending so many donations because we saw her at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and I said I was gonna buy her like a Frappuccino next time.
Oh, that's funny.
Hello.
All right, next question. What parks have we visited since we've been back?
There's 4. I missed one.
I'll give you a hint.
One of them is right there.
One of them is right there.
And that's also the one I forgot on the list.
So, what is the number, and then what are the parks? See, I see people guessing multiple, but I see all of them are in there, but I don't see them as
how
one.
many? I said what parks? Just kidding.
Yeah, so I see. Okay, let's see. A lot of people are saying one of them.
Oh my God, we did not go to Silver Dollar Stadium. I'm gonna kill you guys.
Someone got 3 of them, but then not the 4th.
Okay. Someone said behind you.
Someone again. There's 3, but not 4.
Y'all are so close.
There we go. Nope. That one was really close. Oh, a lot of people have got 3 of the 4. Here we go. This one's right. Ethan got it. Hershey Park, Dorney Park,
Ethan.
Sesame Place, and Playland.
I don't know if you're just really good at guessing or you're just really good at following along.
Good job.
I'm very impressed.
Very good. All right.
Okay, next question. Are we going to see Barbie or Oppenheimer first? This is a very important question.
I don't even know if I know the answer.
Yes, you do. We've talked about this extensively.
Oh, yeah. We do.
There's a very good reason.
All right, you have a 50-50 chance. Barbie or Oppenheimer first? Barbenheimer. Yep, that's it.
You got it.
Yep. The answer is
Oppenheimer. You got to start heavy and then go light. If you go light and you're in this great mood after seeing Barbie and then you watch a movie about atomic bombs, you're not going to be feeling it. You know what I mean? You got to start with Oppenheimer.
But we are very excited for both of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They both look awesome.
So excited. I really want to dress up like in all pink and then have Taylor dressed in like all black with like the hat and like go to the theaters together. I think it'd be really funny.
Zuv donated $5, says, hey guys, love your content. 2 questions. Do you think the Beast should be RMC'd?
No. The pre-cut track is perfect.
The Beast is too quirky. It doesn't need an RMC. It's weird enough on its own.
It wouldn't even make sense as an RMC, really.
Yeah, and then 2, when are you coming back to Kings Island?
Probably not till next year, y'all.
Yeah, it'll probably be next year is my guess. At some point, I would love to go to their Winterfest. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then Colaxen donated £5, said, how did you find Valhalla? If I remember correctly, you didn't get to ride it during your first visit. That is correct. It was closed when I first visited Blackpool in 2018. And it was open for us because it reopened earlier this year. And that was a what one? That was actually a pretty funny sequence of events because we knew how wet we were going to be. So we bought ponchos in the line.
Which was a very good choice.
They sell ponchos that you can buy like right there.
It was so good
and
too.
It was a cool ride experience. We did not get that wet. The only reason that I wasn't upset for the rest of the day is because you can't take your shoes off on the ride. So I hugged my knees to my chest the entire time.
Well,
so
there's this much water.
So my shoes didn't touch the ground.
I just dunked my feet on it. It was okay.
Well, you had open-toed shoes.
I did.
I had
You're not
socks
supposed to get
on.
Burke's wet though. I definitely got them wet like 17 times.
I knew that if I put my feet down, then my shoes were gonna be. It was the equivalent of putting my shoes in a swimming pool. So
yeah, pretty much.
I was not about to do that. So, anyways, Ethan donated $5. Says Fort Worth is getting a Peppa Pig theme park. By the way, it's a near clone of Florida's. Yeah.
We actually got to do a Peppa Pig. Not full park, but like big land.
At Paulton's Park.
At Paulton's Park. And oh my gosh, it was awesome. They just didn't have Daddy Pig.
It was better than the park in Florida.
Yes.
There was a lot more to do there. It was really, really cool.
Morgan donated $5 to take this as my bribe to have Taylor dress like Ken.
I'm not dressing like Ken.
Can you please dress like Ken?
I love Ryan Gosling, but I'm not dressing like Ken.
Oh my God, Barbie and Ken, like please. Or you can be Barbie if you want to be Barbie. It's fine. You have that blonde Agatha wig. I've worn it. You could be...
Oh, gosh. Anyways, so, all right, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Kings Dominion from Colin. I have a season pass to Busch Gardens, but I'm going to Kings Dominion on Monday for the first time in 6 years.
I like Kings Dominion a lot.
I like Kings Dominion more.
Whenever we go to Busch Gardens, I guess maybe it's also the location we're coming from, like where he lives in Richmond, when we're with his family. It's like way more of an ordeal to get out there.
It's like 30 minutes longer.
Yeah, but I don't know, something about it, like going there, like I guess there's nothing there that blows me away. The closest is Verpolten, whereas when I go to Kings Dominion, like I-305 and Twisted Timbers blow me away.
It's an incredible 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I prefer the vibe at Kings Dominion.
I do too.
I like the
theming.
Atmosphere more.
Yeah, the theming is better at Busch, but overall it's like Kings Dominion is better vibe.
Yeah.
I agree.
The food is also really good at Kings Dominion as of lately.
is.
Like, it used to be like Busch Gardens had better food, but Busch Gardens food has been dropping and Kings Dominion food has been going up. So in my opinion, now it's a clear winner. So.
Morgan, $2. I take it back.
Taylor is a Barbie. You must. No.
I have pink lipstick, like bright pink.
I am not wearing lipstick.
Pretty.
No.
I can be just Ken.
We should start a GoFundMe to give Pantheon theming.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea.
We visited some rides that I'm like, man, this theming is so good. Like, literally, Tutatis is the same ride type as Pantheon, and
it's not even close.
That is like so well done. It's like beautiful, and I'm like, come on, guys.
I know.
Come on.
It's sad because it's like, wow, that's what Pantheon really could have, like the plaza could have looked like. Granted, obviously different themes, but instead of like rocks and, you know, characters, it could have been like columns and statues.
But look at, yeah, I mean, like even Tenertu Zeus, the station for that is just like amazing. So. Yeah, I don't know.
They could have had a giant statue of Zeus with panties, like the same thing.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I can. I've seen it.
Wow. All right, so let's talk about the trip. So, first of all, what were some of the highlights for you?
Well, the biggest highlight for me was getting back on Ride to Happiness. You will get to see another on-ride video. It's not a first-time reaction, but for different reasons, I think you guys will like it just as much as the first ride. Because instead of like shock, it's like very emotional. I'm pretty sure I was in full-blown tears at the end.
Oh yeah, she was crying.
It's so, I think just for that, like it's so over-dramatic and ridiculous that I think you'll like it because of that. That, I loved going to Africa for the first time. That was like absolutely freaking surreal. What else? I loved Gotham. Was
Gotham City Escape
amazing.
is a huge win.
Dancing in the rain during the fireworks show at Disneyland.
Yes.
Because we finally got, because we missed it the first night because they closed the park early, and we were so devastated because all we've done the entire trip at this point was listen to Un Moon Qui s'illumine the whole time we're driving around France. We're so excited.
If you know, you know.
It's the song from the show, and then like Matt had never seen it, and we were so excited, and then it gets canceled, and then we went back another day, and it was starting to lightning, and we're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna cancel the show, and then they didn't. They still did it, and it was pouring, torrential.
They
and
did it in the pouring rain.
And
we were
singing
soaked watching this show.
But it was the best. It was like one of my favorite experiences.
It was a
Disney
cool memory.
in my life.
It was a very, very cool memory.
We missed a couple chats.
Yeah,
Let's get those really quick.
Denty Woman donated $5. It says, What do you think of Magic Mountain teasing a Giga recently?
Wait, what? Have we missed something?
I've never heard of that.
Pixar didn't happen.
Are you sure it's teasing a Giga, or are they just trolling everyone? Because my guess is it's probably the second one. With the way Six Flags is spending, I don't see any Six Flags park spending that much on a singular ride. I just don't.
Sadly.
Zuv donated $2 and said, I'm just sending this to rub in Silver City. Wow.
I did a thing on my Instagram the other day where I just wrote hi, where people could like write to me. And at least like 50 out of the couple hundred were like Silver City.
Brady donated $2 and says, but when are you going to Six Flags St. Louis? I know it's trash, but...
We'll be this year probably.
Maybe this year.
Maybe this year, maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Morgan donated $5.
Stop.
Last one, I swear. But what did y'all talk about at the presentation at ODU? That's my alma mater. I live in Norfolk.
Alma mater.
What?
Alma mater. That's my alma mater.
What is that?
Like the school you graduated from is your alma mater. Like
it
yours
is
UVU, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Oh
interesting. What did we talk about at ODU? Yeah, we were brought on to guest speak about, it was really just the theme park industry.
Yeah.
And like,
we talked about the channel, we talked about the industry, like
yeah, it was
a wide array of stuff.
Little bit of everything.
But people were super interested, and these were not theme park enthusiasts.
No, like most of these people, I don't think they had any idea who we were.
They had no idea, except for the guy who ran the class. But.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, these people, they like basically ride roller coasters for a living, and we're gonna bring them on to talk about it, and it was cool. I had done it for them a couple years in a row. This is the first time that Sarah got to do it.
Moving up in the world, guys.
Yeah, it's always been virtual. It's never been in person.
Although that would be super cool. Like I know my old high school, one of my old teachers actually said at some point they'd love for us to come in and do like a talk about roller coasters for physics classes, which is hilarious because I don't know how much we could talk about physics, but we could talk about roller coasters.
I could probably talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, like I took enough physics that I probably could, but you know. Students might know more than us.
Well, there's definitely, if you're an engineering person, then you automatically are going to know more. Like, that's just how it is. And neither of us are engineering students. Like, we're film people. Jacob donated $5, says, I'm going to both Busch Gardens and Kingsman for the first time, and I'm excited for I Survive, Twisted Timbers, and Pantheon.
Add Verbolten to that list, and you've got a winner.
Yep. Definitely. And then Denty Woman donated $2, says the Giga Tease was on the Twitter account twice.
All right, I'm gonna do some digging.
We'll look it up. I'd be willing to bet it was a like.
All I can smell is pizza.
Well, there is a pizza place downstairs.
I might go get pizza.
How are you hungry?
I don't know, because I smell pizza.
With a huge lunch.
I know.
And there's a bunch of fried chicken downstairs.
It's not pizza though.
Anyways. Back to highlights of the trip. I would also, so we talked about some like the specific moments. Park-wise, I think there's some definite highlights. So like, at least from the new ones for me, I think Neglo Land was the big win. Like, I had heard a lot about that place. A lot of people were like, it's a mini Europa park, a mini Disney, and I definitely got that vibe. It was really, really good. I was a big fan.
I like Bellwarda.
Bellwarda was a sneaky good park.
Yeah, that was so awesome. I loved that so much. What else?
La Paul was really, really cool. That was like half zoo, like just absolutely massive.
We blew through that park really fast though, because that morning I think you were the one who found it. You found a roller coaster that was an hour and a half away from La Paul. That was an Intamin multi-launch coaster with a drop track, and you were like,
how did we not include this in our trip? And
so we're like, we gotta squeeze it in because it was Matt's last day. It was our last day in the area. We're like, we're gonna do most of the day at La Paul, leave enough time to drive, and go do Volcania.
Yeah, so we did Volcania for a very brief amount of time. We pretty much went for the one roller coaster. We got 3 rides in on it. It was fun, but I think I would have liked maybe an extra hour at La Paul.
Yeah.
But overall, I was still really content with our visit. Like, we got to do Yukon Quad more than once. We got to do all the main attractions that we really wanted to. The only thing we really sacrificed was like seeing some of the animal exhibits, which I wasn't too upset about because we did a lot of amusement park zoo hybrids on this trip. So like Flamingo Land, is that. Bellwarda is that.
I need to show photos of Bellwarda.
Is that. Paulton's Park is kind. They had animals.
They did?
They had some animals, yeah.
Shows how much I was paying attention.
It wasn't as much as the others, but it was still enough that it counted.
Look at the friend I made.
That was at Bellwarda.
He's here. Oh, John Joseph Gray donated $5, said, are you both going to Thrillathon, a great adventure? We are not.
We are not.
I don't even know when that is.
I don't know either, actually.
I don't know. I feel out of the loop.
Yeah. Let's see. Jordan donated $2, says, where does Dollywood rank on most beautiful parks? It's actually a great question because we just did a whole video about that and we did not mention Dollywood.
It's up there. It's not in the top 10, but
it's not top 10. I would say
top 20.
At least top 20 for sure. The main one that everyone was asking about was Alton Towers, which is totally valid. Alton Towers has some really beautiful areas. I think the main thing is that there's also, I mean, not saying that the other parks don't have this, but there are some areas of Alton Towers that look kind of like, you know, like they're all right. But like I said, I know we mentioned this in the video, like Efteling would probably be number 11 in that video, which we did mention. Alton Towers, I would say, is, if not number 12, then at least somewhere in the top 15 for sure. But again, like beauty is subjective. Like it is really tough to actually like, that's why we didn't really rank them.
It was
because
just kind of
you can't really rank that. I feel I mean you could, but it'd be really hard to agree. Yeah, exactly. Like I would probably have a completely different list than Sarah, and I bet everyone would have their own completely different list. Like, because there's so many parks that are just like beautiful, but it's like, what do you consider beautiful? You know?
What do you consider beautiful?
The roller coaster right behind us. Jason donated $50. Didn't even have a caption. Just thank you so much. That was
thank you. That was your first ever super chat.
Really generous.
That's so generous.
And Barbara donated 100 Czech dollars. It's 2:30 a.m. here, but I had to say hello. What coaster were you looking forward to but disappointed on this trip? P.S. I'll finally be riding a light coaster for the first time in a few days.
Yay!
Have an awesome time.
So good.
So, a ride we were disappointed by. That's a tough one. I mean, I wish that that Intamin with the drop track that we did was a little better.
Yeah, that wasn't really a scheduled one.
That was the thing, is that was a last minute addition, so that's hard to say that like we were really excited for that. I think on paper that ride looks really good, but it was just it was tame. Not saying that tame is bad, but because there's plenty of tame coasters that I think are great. That one, it kind of like wandered. It was like, what are you doing? It's just like, we're just kind of going all over. It didn't really have any like purpose with its elements.
You know what? I was excited for that Intamin invert at Park Attractions, and like it was not nearly as cool as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah,
Intamin inverts are, Yeah.
It didn't really do as much for me, but
okay.
I also thought that Tutatis, not that it wasn't amazing, but I thought Tutatis would be even better than it was.
So it was like, it was good, but it wasn't as amazing as you were expecting?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like way better than Pantheon. Instead, I feel like it's like better than Pantheon, but it's not like Gotham.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I think that is fair.
I think if they hadn't trimmed the crap out of the drop.
The drop is my biggest complaint with that ride.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Why? It didn't do anything to deserve that.
That's disappointing.
Anyway, hi Barbara.
Before we do the next one, I think we should then flip that around and say, what is a question that we were blown away by that we didn't expect?
Ooh, Huracan.
Huracan at Bellwarda was the one I thought of.
So good. We're gonna put a POV out soon, but like, oh my god, we won't do it justice.
Huracan it's an indoor coaster at Bellwarda, and it was
like half dark
so good. I was really, really impressed. Steven donated $2 Canadian. Hello from Toronto. FYI, I rode Volcano at King's Dominion. So did I. High five.
Can't relate.
That's an Intamin invert that does not disappoint. That one is really good.
Yeah, literally.
I see people asking about Megaphobia. We did address that earlier in the live stream. We ended up skipping Oakwood because if you've been following along on social media, Megaphobia just reopened, I think, yesterday or the day before. And obviously we're here in the US, so we did not ride it.
Yeah. Kaden! Hello, darling. Yes. Six Flags Magic Mountain teased the Giga on Twitter and Threads. But like, why would they just blatantly troll for no reason unless it's an acronym for something?
Yeah, that's fair.
You just getting your hopes up. I know where you live.
That's That's tough, because, like, I don't know. My gut says that they're trolling. Like,
yeah,
I just don't
look it up.
I just don't see them doing that. Because it wouldn't be amazing. It would be, but, like,
I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I really don't.
You said Twitter, yeah?
I feel like if... Okay, here's my logic. If they actually were getting a Giga, I don't think they would just tweet Giga. I think that they would be having an actual teaser campaign of, like, more along with the theme and kind of like vague stuff, like what Cedar Point is doing right now with Dragster.
Goliath is cool, but how about a Giga? What the
I think that's just... Okay. I actually might have a somewhat legitimate answer for this. If you've been following along on social media, 2 Six Flags parks have started being more active on Twitter. Magic Mountain and then Six Flags Over Georgia. And they both have been more engaging with audiences.
They're being silly.
They're being silly. Like, Over Georgia is like comparing like monsters in Monster Mansion to like who would see Oppenheimer and which ones would go see Barbie. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, they're being very creative. I think that there was probably some sort of conference within Six Flags or discussion with like the social media managers about how to be more engaging, because like Great Adventure for a long time was being like really engaging, and they were kind of like setting the bar for like what theme parks could be doing with social media. And I think that some of the other parks are maybe taking a hint from that, and so I suspect that this is part of that whole like new push to be more engaging with fans on social media.
Yes.
That's my assumption.
I still smell pizza.
John donated $5, says, on August 6th, I'm planning on getting my 2,000th ride on Zumanjaro.
God, if you can ride Zumanjaro 2,000 times, you can do anything.
Well,
really.
The thing never has a line because of how far back it is.
It's so scary to do
it
2,000 times.
It's intimidating.
Ooh, baby.
That's crazy.
That's a scary ride.
Zuv donated $5, says, you should do a Kings Island versus Kings Dominion video. Fun fact, that was one of the first videos ever published to the channel. And I had never been to Kings Island when I did it.
Does it still exist?
No. It is. I'm pretty sure it's long gone.
I literally want to do old videos reacting to your old videos so bad. Like, what a good series.
Yeah, I think that it would be fun to kind of revisit an idea like that. But to answer his question, what do you like more, Kings Island or Kings Dominion?
I like Kings Island.
I would probably go Kings Island, yeah. But
I just love that. I think it's my favorite vibe at a Cedar Fair park.
Yeah, it's a really good vibe. I think there are good qualities to both, though.
Oh, well, yeah, I still love Kings Dominion.
I would say, atmosphere-wise, Kings Island overall is better, but I'll tell you what, Kings Island has the best 2 roller coasters between the 2 parks. I-Theer 5 and Twisted Timbers are better than anything at Kings Island.
That's fair.
But Mystic Timbers is pretty close.
Oh, God, I love Mystic Timbers. Tigger. Oh, Tigger. Oh, that's cute. Donated $5. CoasterCon was last month, and I got 50 rides on Fury over 2 days. Wow, I wonder that's
impressive.
That's a lot.
that is quite a few. What are your favorite rides to Marathon?
Ooh.
That's actually an interesting one, because it's not necessarily what are your favorite rides, because your favorite rides maybe aren't as marathonable.
I like to marathon. I can marathon anything at Disney. Guardians, I would marathon the crap out of that.
That'd be a fun one to marathon, especially since you can't because of the boarding groups.
So annoying.
Favorite rides to marathon? I love marathoning like RMC hybrids. Like, not ones that are like, well, yeah, even if they are too crazy. Like, okay, we just did ERT on Wildcats Revenge, and I was living. I was like, this is so awesome.
If it had kept going, I think I would have had to sit out, though. It was getting to a point that it was so damn aggressive.
I could have kept going.
Yeah, well, my body gets beat up a little more easily.
I definitely could.
I'm an elder.
I believe I rode it a little bit more than you did, too. So,
by one ride.
Yeah, but I still could have kept going.
I could have done a few more, but after a while, I was like, oh my God.
I think that those would have been awesome.
Stealthinator donated $1.
Thank you.
And it was his first ever super chat. Hooray, thank you.
Luderitz donated 0.79 pounds. What is that, maybe about $1?
I think that's the equivalent to that might be equivalent to $1.
Maybe.
Thank you. Conversion rates are hard, guys.
Someone says, what park are you at? This is Playland's Castaway Cove in Ocean City, New Jersey. They are home to Gale Force, Wild Waves, little SBF Visa, a kiddie coaster. So 4 roller coasters, but
the best ride at the park is not a roller coaster, though. It's like a thing that you sit in and it goes like in a circle and you go like this, like up and down, kind of like the kangaroo.
Think of it the kangaroo, but like more aggressive, I feel like.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
A friend of mine recommended to do it, and he's like, "I'll literally pay for you to get on, I swear."
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
So good. Ava Wozniak donated $10 and gave a cute little like heart thing right back at you, girl.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's see. Will RMC make a Giga?
I think, yeah.
Well, if
someone buys it.
If you watched This Is How We Roll, you saw that the T-Rex track can go over 300 feet. So assuming that someone buys it one day, then I think, yes, we have to think about this in the long-term span. We might not be seeing a T-Rex next year or the year after necessarily, but long-term, I think it will happen.
Yeah, agreed.
Definitely.
Someone, Ziv donated $2 said, "Have you ever played Planet Coaster?" I have not, ever.
Nope, never have.
I know, isn't that weird? We're like, I feel like we're some of the only people that don't.
We don't game.
Neither,
yeah. Not a gamer.
Unless it's Guitar Hero.
Thomas donated $5 and says, I've always wondered, how did you guys meet?
We were introduced by a mutual friend a long time ago.
Yep.
Probably 6 months before I appeared in a video, but we didn't really stay in contact in between that time.
Yeah.
Yesterday was actually our 2-year anniversary of being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yep.
Also the 3-year anniversary of the first time that we did a video together. And yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Let's see.
Yay!
I saw someone's, I've been seeing this pop up and I'm not sure how to feel it. I've seen multiple people say that Tempesto no longer has the comfort collars on it.
I've heard that.
Which is
I've heard that.
Interesting because like I haven't seen any pictures about it. I've only seen a couple people comment about it. But no one, I haven't seen anyone like actually like show proof, I guess.
Yeah. I need hard proof.
I don't know. It's like just I want to see him. Has anyone been to Busch Gardens? Someone says I was at Busch Gardens on Saturday and it had comfort collars. So
there's no way they took them off that fast.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way that they took them off that fast. But then why have multiple people said that they no longer have the comfort collars?
I think it's probably a rumor that just got around, or maybe it did happen just really under the radar. But I'm thinking about like Icebreaker, when they took those off, they had to send the trains back to Premiere and they were gone for a while.
Exactly, yeah.
Like it doesn't happen.
Someone says I was at Busch Gardens a week ago and it had the collars. Why do people keep saying that and then it no longer has the collars?
Such a weird rumor. Like, how did that even happen?
I don't even think it's a rumor. The people haven't been saying it. Like, I heard it no longer has the collars. People have been saying it no longer has the collars. So then why... Was anyone been at Busch Gardens yesterday?
Yes.
Or the day before?
We need an answer.
Did you ride Tempesto? Jason donated $5. Thank you for your super chat. Sliceable 48 donated $5. Says, I just came home from Cedar Point. It was a fantastic park. Maverick and Steel Vengeance were amazing rides.
You said sliceable, and now I'm thinking about pizza again.
Dude.
Pizza slice. Slice of pizza. Dinner.
Someone says, collars, no collars. It still sucks.
I mean, you're not totally wrong.
Yeah, someone says they were just at Busch Gardens and the collars are still on.
Ooh, who started this mean?
I don't know. I'm just really confused why. Because that's what I figured. I figured that there would be like pictures up if that was the case, but there haven't been. Also, I have a light that...
Maybe turn that on.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
It's very bright.
Hello.
Is that too bad?
Yes, that's terrible.
I can turn it down.
Look at that. I bet you that was just like the most terrifying thing you've ever seen.
It died.
Did you not charge it?
Well, I didn't because when I checked the battery, it said full. I guess it lied. It's not actually full. It's dead.
How about that?
That might help illuminate your face a little bit. I can also turn up the brightness on my screen.
I don't know. Now maybe I look scary.
I don't know.
I look like a witch. Anyway.
You can prop it up right here, maybe. I don't know if that would help.
Wait, there was just one. Oh, there we go. Tom GW asked, what was your worst coaster in England and why was it Hero?
Yep, that was it. That's the one.
Oh, was that the Volare?
That was the Volare.
I did not ride that thing because I knew how bad it would be.
Yeah.
That's funny. Thank you for your
I wrote it for the meme. Jason donated $2, says, okay, last donation, you two are awesome. RMC will Tetra.
Thank you very much.
Ari donated $5, says, other than the US, what country has your favorite collection of coasters?
I feel like you gotta give it to like Germany.
I feel like Germany has it, yeah. Germany is just stacked with some just insane rides. But underrated, Belgium.
Belgium is
and
great.
the Netherlands too.
France has great stuff.
France has a lot of really good ones. Japan, definitely. The UK is good, but they need more standout
They
rides.
need a little zest.
Exodus will really help.
Hopefully.
Sweden has really good ones.
Someone said respect Sarah. Professionals have standards. Because I didn't ride Hero.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, everyone else draws the line somewhere, you know?
You haven't found your line yet.
I have too. I've skipped out on some rides.
Because you're like, that's gonna suck way too bad, I'm not doing it.
Most of them aren't roller coasters though. Like,
oh no, I found a line with roller coasters.
like there are some roller coasters that there are some like, mainly like flat rides or something that I'm like, I'm probably gonna sit out on that one, you know?
Yeah, some flat rides are too much for me. Zoof donated $5. So what coaster have you not been on yet and want to go on the most?
Formula Rossa.
That's a good one. Mine is probably something in Japan, honestly. That's hard to pick. I don't know.
I would also throw out like, so I picked a steel coaster. Wood coaster wise, I would say
A big one in Thailand.
Python and Bamboo Forest in China.
Oh, that would be cool.
Or the one in, no, the one, you're thinking the one in Vietnam.
Or Vietnam,
the
that's
GCI
right,
in
yeah.
Vietnam, that one would be crazy. Yeah. But Formula Rossa, I just want to complete the records and getting the fastest coaster in the world. Even, I've heard from people that it's not even the best coaster in the park and that Flying Aces is better.
I've heard that too.
Even if that's the case, I still
want to do it.
I really want to get on Formula Rossa I want to know what 150 miles per hour feels like.
Here's a really good segue. Chase Coasters asks, will you guys return to Valley Fair even if they don't add a new coaster? Now's a perfect time to talk about our mildly impromptu trip that we're going on this weekend.
To Valley Fair.
Well, and other places.
We're starting things off. We're flying into Minneapolis as a starting point for a trip to Iowa.
Woo, we're gonna finally go to Lost Island, guys.
We're going to Lost Island. So it was more convenient to fly into Minneapolis than Des Moines. So we're flying into Minneapolis. We're gonna go to Valley Fair, which should be fun. We might go to Nickelodeon Universe, but we haven't decided yet.
I don't know, we're gonna use some of that time to go see Barbenheimer.
And then we're gonna go to Arnold's Park. We're gonna go to Lost Island. We're gonna go to Adventureland, and then we're gonna end things off with Worlds of Fun.
Zambezi Zinger, because you know we've done the originals.
Yes, so we had to go do that,
the new one.
and then we're gonna go and fly out of Kansas City. So that should be a good time. I'm excited. So you've only been to Valley Fair, but you haven't done any of the other parks before.
No,
So
I'm not.
what are you looking forward to?
Well, I definitely am excited to do, it sounds really silly, but I want to do the 40 free spin at Adventureland really bad.
That one looks cool.
It looks so
yeah,
cool.
They built that after
It's
I
out of
went. I
hand.
saw it under construction, and it looks like, because you have a mild side and a thrilling
And I don't
side.
even like free spins, but this one looks so weird. I'm very excited to see Lost Island, probably more than anything else, because, you know.
Lost Island looks amazing. I think that's definitely the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
But we're flying back after Worlds of Fun, and why don't you tell everyone where they're going the day after we leave?
Our friends who are going on this trip with are all going to Silver City after Worlds of Fun, and we are not.
The day after we
For
leave.
the record, before anyone gets all mad at me for saying, Taylor, I can't believe that you're not taking Sarah to Silver City, I suggested we go. Sarah said no.
Look, this Silver City thing has become such an ordeal. You know what I mean? I want the first time we go to be well planned out. You know what I mean? That there's like a whole, like it's, because we already have talked to the person, like who's like the PR person. They're like, we're gonna make sure you guys can like film on ride and do this, that. And I'm like, I don't want my first trip to Silver City to be like, I'm exhausted and haven't rested because we haven't stopped since we got back from Europe. And like, I don't know, it's just not the right time. I wasn't feeling it, guys. And yeah, you guys really like the meme, and I'm like, I'll let you keep it for a little while longer.
So we are not going.
I think about you
And
guys.
it was not my idea. I wanted to go.
He said he might go without me.
There was a split second where I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it, but yeah, would have been happy to go, but
professionals once again have standards. Thank you.
Anyways,
I want the perfect first visit and like a last minute like, oh yeah, we're gonna like go now and like not have anything planned or set up. I'm like, I'm not ready, because honestly I would probably want to do a meetup there, like first US meetup that I've been a part of. That would be cool.
Okay. Barbara donated $100 Czech dollars, says good night. Also, if you aren't on the Coaster Studios Patreon, you're missing out.
Thanks, Barbara. Oh my god, my girl. We actually got to meet her when we were in Paris at Disneyland. It was so fun.
Yeah,
we were like chasing each other's tail. Like she was at Park Streets like after we were, and then like she was at Disneyland like the day before we were. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Her shout out to the Coaster Studios Patreon actually brings up a good point. We know that we haven't published any of the Coastin Through Europe videos yet. If you want to get a taste of some of the trip, we have bonus videos out about
a lot of them.
Several of the attractions there, like the headlining attractions. Like we gave our first initial reactions the day that we were there for like
a lot.
Mandrill Mayhem, Gotham City Escape, Tutatis, Shockwave, Yukon Quad, maybe, I think. Maybe Mystic, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
A bunch of stuff about like the Rise of Alton Towers, because I'd never been. Like there's a lot on there, and that's at the $5 level. So you pay $5, you literally can just like sign up, do the 1 month and watch everything, and you can leave if you don't want to stay. It's $10 if you want to have two 45-minute podcasts about the trip.
Yep, that's we have 2 podcasts up talking about the UK portion and then the France portion.
So
and
the
to
cost
be honest,
of a coffee or two.
Well, or to be honest, there's a lot of people who are sending like $5 in here or $10 in the super chat, but your money goes further if you just send that money to the Patreon instead.
And then you get a whole bunch of stuff.
Then you get bonus videos out of it. So then you can hear like what we thought about this stuff instead of us just like quickly answering a question here. You can actually see us talk about it for like several minutes, like while we're honestly having just gotten off it. So it's actually like better value if instead of sending $5 here, you send it to the Patreon instead, because then you get more content out of it and you're still supporting the channel. Yeah,
and we're a lot more like able to talk with people on there because it's a smaller pool of people. So like people will be like, hey, what do you think of this, in DMs, and we're like, yeah, like we can answer that. We have like 4 DMs at a time on there versus like hundreds on the Instagram. So it's a good place to actually get to like talk to us.
It definitely is. The link if you're interested in joining is in the description. I'm pretty sure it's just patreon.com/coasterstudios.
Very simple to remember.
So yeah, we'd love to see you there.
Let's see. Said Rory donated $5. Said I'm a 13-year-old enthusiast with 2,000 rides on Railblazer and Gold Striker combined. How can I get to more parks? Love this channel. The best way to get to more parks is to be patient. You're only 13. That's like the biggest thing. That's really crazy that you've done that much already, but like
that's really impressive.
You know, like you have to kind of wait till you have like more of your own funds or like friends with a car or your own car. Until then, like, you know, maybe you can find some friends that are in the hobby and like your families could all go on a trip together. Like there's ways to do it. It's just as you get older, you'll have way more opportunities. Because I know there's some like kids that look at us and like, how do I go to Europe and go all over the world? I'm like wait till you're almost 30.
We're like 10 years older than you.
Yeah, exactly. So just be patient. You'll get there. Peter Morin donated $10. Said, in June, I went to Indiana Beach for the first time. The coasters are really great. I also rode the antique cars and got a broken car and got stuck on the first incline. Nice. They had to push us up.
Nice.
That's funny.
I've actually done those antique cars, and they're actually pretty fun because they like partially go over the water. It's pretty funny.
That is funny. Kyle donated $10. Said, what would you like to be doing if you were not creating coaster content? I was a ride host at CP in the 90s and love your channel. Keep up the good work.
What do you think?
Well, to be fair, I went to school for neuroscience, so like I'd probably realistically be in that field, which I was for a while, but I always wanted to be in entertainment. Like I was always trying to find a way in one way or another. Like I didn't really care what kind of entertainment, like as long as I could be myself. I'm not really an actress. So I'd be still probably trying to weasel my way into that industry, and I sort of did it, so yeah. I'm very content.
What would I be doing if I wasn't creating coaster content?
Just more video stuff.
I would probably do different video stuff. Yeah, like I'd be making videos for, I don't know if it'd be Hollywood or maybe I'd be working in like a
production company
or the production side of theme parks when it comes to like doing video stuff for their individual departments, like not just for like YouTube. So I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be in that far off from this current field.
Yeah. Fair.
What was your dream coaster if you were designing it?
Ride to Happiness, but like 2 times as big and 2 times crazier. With a section where it switches to being an RMC hybrid for the other half.
What?
It's a good ride.
I want to see probably I want to see a really well themed coaster like Edge and Ica. Like keep that how crazy that ride is, but add some really cool theming or like dark ride sections, story elements. I think that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Kevin donated $5. Says,
oh, he's coming at me.
do you think RMC will build a Giga before Sarah gets to Silver Dollar City? She out here going to Morocco before Silver Dollar City.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Probably.
Dude, Zamperla's about to build a Strata before I go to Silver Dollar City. Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
It's Topher donated $2. Says, how excited are you for Dragster with the new teaser?
Excellent segue. Well, I feel like what we already know is the bulk of it. Like, we all have figured out it's Zamperla, it's got a spike, it's got a swing launch, it's LSM. The big thing to find out is going to be like the name, the theme, and the specs. Like how tall it's going to be, how fast it's going to go.
I would also add in what type of spike we're looking at. Are we looking at a straight spike? Is it going to be a spiral?
It has to be a spiral because to me that pays homage to both Dragster and Wicked Twister by doing that. Because you have the tower from Dragster and you have a spike that looks like Wicked Twister. And then you have that shape back in the skyline again.
Yeah.
If I was that park and I was, you know, making the decisions, I would be like, no, duh. Like, that's like the no-brainer.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Someone's going to be like, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Someone says, are you excited for the Haunted Mansion movie?
I want to see it, but I'm skeptical that I will like it.
I'm skeptical. I thought the trailer looked kind of dumb, to be honest.
The dialogue felt very forced and like, I don't know. We also might be being picky because we're like, we do video stuff, so we're like,
I don't know.
Being overly picky about it. But
I wasn't too impressed. I thought it was clever how they were, you know, adding in stuff like lines from the movie and like lines from the ride, adding in different references. But I'm skeptical for sure. And then Adam donated $1 and said, $2. Should Carowinds get an Infinity Falls or Aquaman?
Infinity Falls.
You think a Rapids over a Power Splash?
Yeah, I mean Power Splashes are cool because they're coasters, but you can like do a lot more with Rapids.
Okay.
And that park needs a real like water ride.
I say neither. Log flume.
Well, yeah, but you don't like Rapids.
I think
they're fun.
I think a log flume is what they need the most.
That wasn't the question.
Well, I made it the question. I don't know. Peter, donating $5, says, if Disney ever built a Hyper or Giga themed to Figment, would you ride it? Yeah.
When I was going through pictures for like the post I made for our anniversary, I found one. It was like the smoothie, the purple smoothie that Jen bought for you in the Figment cup.
That was so gross.
And she was holding it up to your face, and you're like,
that was literally
it tasted like
disgusting.
Great medicine. It was so gross.
Figment is gross, and Figment's
juice.
Figment's juice is.
It's Figment milk. They milked the dragon.
It's really nasty. I did not like it. Ew. Emmanuel donated $5, says, I stumbled upon your channel and never looked back. Keep up the great content. Never been to Cedar Point. Should I go this summer or wait until next?
I would say if it's not something that you can easily go to multiple times, I would just wait.
If you can go multiple times, by all means,
like go nuts.
Go more than once.
But I would say wait until next year.
It depends on how far away you are. Like if you're in Ohio local, just go this year and next year. But if you are
far away.
If you're far away, then at this point it's probably in your best interest to wait because one of their headlining attractions is going to be reopening. But I would say find another cool place to go to instead. If you're going to Cedar Point next year, go somewhere else this year.
Kings Island. Stephen Barr donated $5 Canadian and said, what coaster have you ridden the most? Mine is Behemoth. Also, are you planning on going to Cedar Point for the first weekend of August?
We're not I don't think we're going to go to Cedar Point again this year.
We had our fun.
We did 2 days in May, which was pretty fun. Great time. But I don't think that we need to go back. Most ridden coaster. Mine is Intimidator 35.
Mine is, I don't know. That's tough. Maybe, I think Mako is probably one of them because it barely has a line.
Yeah.
And I've lived down in Orlando for a while now. And like for a while, that was like the only place that our friend group like hung out, I swear. I've probably ridden Space Mountain more than a lot of things. I don't know, that's tough. I don't keep track of that stuff.
Yeah.
But those are my best guesses if I had to.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Take a shot.
Oh no, keep scrolling. Ethan, donate $5, says the new Minions VillainCon attraction just soft opened. Do you have any plans of riding it soon?
When we get back.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll go. And also, just to say, I think it's a stretch to say, when are you riding it?
When are you standing on the moving walkway that is now approaching? Please watch your step.
When are you standing on it? Yeah.
To me, it's more like a walkthrough that like moves. It's like the shark thing at SeaWorld where you stand on the moving walkway and you look at the sharks.
Yeah. But they hand you a blaster.
And you shoot the sharks. Well, in this case, they're minions. Do you shoot the minions?
No, I don't think you shoot the minions.
But it's VillainCon. Like, you're at villains convention, so you're with the villains.
Honestly, I don't know what you're shooting.
Or are you shooting the good guys?
I don't know. Anyways.
Someone asked if we have a green screen behind us. No, that's really Ocean City, New Jersey, baby.
That's Gale Force. If that was a green screen, why would we pick Gale Force? Of all the options in the world.
That's funny. Could you imagine if we started
And even
doing
if it was,
like
we would have a more elaborate background than this.
Yeah. LPJ Sports donated $5, said, hey guys, I'm going to Fiesta, Texas and Over Texas this week. I was wondering what you guys think of those two and do you have any advice?
Fun parks, yeah.
Fiesta's fantastic.
Fiesta's definitely the better between the two.
Is Wonder Woman not open though?
Wonder Woman is not open at the moment, yeah.
That hurts.
We were at Over Texas this past May, I think. So that was the one we've been to most recently. But that was they're both fun. I would say if you are I'm trying to think of what will get the longest lines there. Like Mr. Freeze maybe at Six Flags Over Texas. Oh, no, Lava Bora. The bobsled.
Is that open?
No, at Over Texas, that one can get long lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I would say.
It's not that good.
No, it's not that good, but if you want to ride it, that one can get a longer line. At Fiesta, Texas, maybe Pandemonium or well, Iron Rattler's on 2 trains now. When it's on 1 train, it sucks. But yeah, I would say, I'd say probably one of those. Let's see. What do we think about the Fiesta Texas teasers? Have you been following along with those? Like the stuff that Jeffrey's been...
I'm not on Twitter.
No, it's on Instagram.
I don't know why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's been posting like teasers of like, will it stay or will it go? He's also been putting them up on Facebook and stuff.
Referring to?
Everything. It's like he'll put in like stuff from around the park and it's like, will it stay or will it go? And those are good. I always admire, because he does this every year. He does a will it stay or will it go every single year. And it's always like something completely different every time. And but he always comes back to a lot of the same attractions. Like, so every year it'll be like, is it gonna go? Is this the year that it's gonna leave? And it never is. Like it'll be like the Super Loop or Pandemonium. The stuff that like people are always like speculating about, you know?
I mean, I guess it has been a couple years since their last... Well, no, just kidding. Dr. Diabolical wasn't even that long
Well, and
ago.
also they're adding the kids coasters this year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they'd be teasing then.
I'm not sure what they're teasing, to be honest, but hopefully something good. Let's see. Did you know that Haunted Mine Drop at Glenwood Caverns is back, and it's now called Crystal Tower? Yes, we did know about that.
I want to get out there and do it soon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to get out there and do it again. She never did it at all.
I did not, which is sad, but I would like to do the new version for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And then Colby donated $5 and said, what is your opinion on Zamperla doing Top Fuel Dragster instead of Intamin? I'm intrigued. What do you think?
I'm definitely intrigued. I think it's kind of big to go from what Zamperla has done to what they are trying to do.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be something that like they should have had a few more steps along the way to get here.
Big jump, like a really big jump. But I mean, I'm not gonna root against them because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's gonna fail, and like I want to be like, no, like I hope that that's not true, and I hope that they do really well, and it's a big success, and it's reliable, yada yada.
The thing that I've been telling people is that like if you are not attending IAAPA, then I could see how this would be a huge shock, and you're like, wow, like this came out of nowhere. This is the park that does like Thunderbolts and Volaris and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you've been to IAAPA, you've probably heard and seen about how they've been like doing huge updates to their roller coaster division, how they're almost treating it as if they're not even the same company anymore. They
big time.
They almost took a look in the mirror and was like, what are we doing when all of these other companies are like leaving us in the dust? In that department, flat ride department, Zampero's like #1.
Yeah,
like,
they literally are. Like the Nebulas is like the it thing. You know what I mean?
Those things have like caught on like crazy.
But they also like, there was some language that was used during the presentation of the lightning trains that I was like, was that intentional? Like they were talking about like, they kept using the word like thrill, and they kept using, what else were they saying? I don't know, they were using a lot of words that had to do with dragster.
Yeah, like it was almost like a little teaser.
Yeah, like if you were like paying attention, like you pick up on it, and I was saying like, oh.
Yeah, so, this comment right here is kind of right online. It says, Zampero is betting big with their new models. We really need to see some examples in action first. Hopefully the Playland Vancouver will give us something renovated with the Intimate Accelerator, which is definitely true. Was that supposed to be this year, or was that next year?
I thought it was this year, but
I thought it was this year too, but I haven't heard anything about it, so that makes me think that's probably next year, which I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to watch because we're hearing way more about Dragster than we are about that. So, anyways, yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm hopeful. I really am.
yeah, I am too. Sorry, live chat, top chat. Is that what I want? There we go.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you think there will ever be another Intamin Giga?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't. Unfortunately,
It's sad.
not because they're not really good, but I just don't think they will do it.
I'm gonna say one day, yes, but it's gonna be a long
But it
time.
seems like Intamin's shooting for bigger now, and like they're more focused on like their like multi-launch coasters, and that's what companies are buying up.
Their multi-launches are definitely the new like it thing, for sure. That seems like if parks are buying a big thrill coaster from Intamin, it seems like that's what they want. But I mean, we did see a ride like Honda that is
That's not
a good
Giga.
example. No, it's not a Giga. Or Hyperion, that's almost Giga. Like,
It might as well be.
the thing is that if Energylandia could build something like Hyperion, then I feel like it's feasible that a park could build something that's like a little bit bigger, you know, and then boom, there you have another Giga. So, someone said Falcon's Flight, but that's 2 Gigas. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
That's why I said they're shooting bigger.
Yeah, they got stuff that they're, man, Falcon's Flight's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is just like mind blowing.
Kristopher Witt donated $10 and gave a cute little, what is that, a pear?
#1 fan.
A pear
Yeah.
saying he's #1 fan. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
Ross Grayson donated $2. Said, what will go in the Vortex Air at Kings Island? Please make it a mock.
We
stage
have
winner.
discussed this a lot, and I feel like there are 3 good options.
An
Mock
RMC.
Extreme Spinner, an RMC, or an Intamin multi-launch coaster.
Anything else? I will riot.
I think if you did any of those 3, I'd be thrilled. Like, honestly, if it was like a big RMC, like hybrid, like ground up, I'd be like, let's go. That'd be so awesome. And if it isn't,
so good.
I know. If it was an Extreme Spinner, I'd be like, oh, that's gonna be so good. That's awesome. And then if it was like, yeah, like a freaking Gotham City Escape or Terran something, I'd be like, that's awesome. So we'll see. We'll see.
So good, Taylor.
You
Anyway.
gonna go get pizza?
I don't know, maybe. I'm getting hungry. We had lunch at like, it was like 3:30. It's 9 now. I'm hungry.
Techno Andrew donated 2 Great British Pounds. It says, have you heard anything about Kodaland recently?
Nope. Not really.
I heard it was delayed.
Again?
No, like that was the last thing I heard. Was that it was like delayed? Wasn't it until end of next year or something?
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Christopher Witt donated $2 again. Thank you. Very sweet. You could at least put a question on there. Ross Grayson donated $2. Have you guys ever gotten puked on?
Ever puked on?
I don't think so.
No, I've never been puked on. I have been pooped on.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
No, it was from a bird.
Oh. What?
Not a person.
That's what I
Jeez.
thought you meant. I thought you meant a kid.
No. I haven't been pooped on by a bird on a roller coaster.
Okay, but when you say it like that, it sounds like somebody pooped on you, like a person.
No, a bird pooped on me.
I know you pooped on Mako.
I didn't poop on Mako.
Oh no, wait, you peed, I'm sorry.
I didn't pee on Mako. Kristopher donated $2 says, will Worlds of Fun expand before the 2026 World Cup? I'm gonna say yes.
That'd be really cool.
I think Zambezi is step one in expanding that park. I think that they're gonna continue to expand that place because they have a ton of potential. Kansas City is growing like crazy. That park's been needing some love. I think about like how Carowinds received like a ton of love for like a, you know, that one time frame when they were like,
bottle.
Okay.
Do you want a Coke or anything?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, they were expanding Carowinds for like a long time. Like crazy. I think that Kansas City is definitely a good spot for something like that. But I don't know. I'm curious to see because Cedar Fair at the same time also rarely does like huge additions to multiple parks in one season. Like next year, it seems like Dorney and Cedar Point are the two parks that are getting big new additions next year. Like with the Dragster refurb, and then Dorney looks like they're probably getting a dive coaster. Thank you. So outside of that, I don't know what else would be coming next year. And so like, we'd have to see. I think that, I think King's Dominion is probably getting close to when they need something. Kings Island, I think, is getting close, but I don't think that they would do it the same year as Cedar Point. So
those two should be 2025.
Yeah,
Kings Island.
I think that I don't think Kings Island would be next year. I don't think they want to compete with Dragster. Knott's, it's definitely time that they do something. Canada's Wonderland, I mean, they just submitted that survey, but there's no way that that's for next year. That's definitely got to be 2025, so at the earliest. So, and then Valley Fair, man. Valley Fair just needs some love. Same with Michigan's Adventure, but Michigan's Adventure is not getting anything.
No, they're not.
Peter donated $2. Has anything hit you while you were riding a roller coaster?
Yeah, I caught a phone behind my back.
I caught a phone on a roller coaster.
It like went whew, behind my back, and then after the ride, I like looked at it because I was like, I want to look at the background to like yell out what the background is, and, like or whatever, like who lost the phone, what was the background? It was Gabby's.
Yep.
It was Gabby's.
I caught a phone on Magnum. Well, I had my hands in the air, and the phone flew up. It hit my hand and then landed at my feet, and so I put my foot over it. And then at the end of the ride, I was like, "Whose phone is this?"
The other day at Hershey, a pair of AirPods flew off of Skyrush as we were walking by, and our friend Hunter went and like ran and found where they landed and grabbed them and stood at the exit of Skyrush and found the person who lost them. It was so crazy. And the person who lost them was literally like, "Oh, cool, thank you." Like they were like, "Holy crap."
They were very like.
But they proved it was theirs, so.
It was just like funny because.
They didn't care.
You would expect that they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you found my AirPods. Thank you so much." After they flew off a roller coaster, I thought they were gone. Like Skyrush is over water most of the time. Like those easily would be gone for good. Like at least what, $130 minimum, you know, like. And they were like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And I'm like, you could be excited.
Yeah, like you said.
Like he could have kept them. Free pair of AirPods.
Yeah.
He like went and returned them to the person. The person's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Like, all right, next time we'll keep them, man.
Literally. Ross Grayson donated $2 and said, if you win the lottery, would you own a park?
If I won the lottery, would I own a park?
Coaster Studios land.
No. I don't think he's saying like build a park. I mean, I guess you could. I think he's saying like, would you like buy a park?
Ooh, I don't know. There are way too many parks that I'd want to be like, please do this, please fix this.
I don't think I would.
Get out of hand.
I really don't think I would. No.
Jordan donated $2 said Taylor Bybee. I get it, because you pee. Michael T donated $2 said, do you think they will ever build a polar coaster? No.
Forgot about that thing. That's never happening. Which is a shame because actually it'd be cool. I think it'd be very gimmicky, but it'd still be neat.
If I won the lottery, I'd buy like a small private plane. That would be like the Coaster Studios plane. That way we could like go wherever we wanted and not have to be like, oh, airfare. Oh, we gotta time things. Like, just go.
Ari donated $5 says, how do you both push past nerves when doing things like shot over canyon? Has riding roller coasters helped you with both conquering fear? Yes.
Let me tell you how I pushed past the fear doing shot over canyon. I had the lady kick me off because I would not have been able to do it otherwise. If I had to be the one to make the leap, we would have been there all day. So I was like, please kick me. And
that was funny.
But yes, riding roller coaster, I feel like I've become a bit more numb to stuff like that.
Yeah, I think roller coasters has helped with not being as affected by heights. If you are someone that's afraid of like heights or being like out of control, you know, there's a vehicle there that's taking you somewhere, you're harnessed up and it's like out of your hands. I think that does help. But I wouldn't say it's solely roller coasters that helps. I think there's more to it than just that. But I think the roller coasters absolutely will help you get over that fear. But I highly recommend Shot Over Canyon.
Oh, heck yeah.
It is one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Heck yes.
Like you went cliff diving on a tricycle. Yeah, that did happen. If you haven't watched those videos should have performed way better than they did.
I know.
Go watch them. If you have no idea what we're talking about, type in Shot Over Canyon on our channel. There's like 5 videos that we published about them. Go watch them. At least go watch like 1 or 2 of them. Like they're so funny.
Look how bad it is.
Wow.
Ross donated $2 said, how do I overcome my fear of riding a slingshot? Honestly, just ripping the Band-Aid off and doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else like that out there, so you kind of just have to do it.
I think that's what I did. Slingshots are actually not very scary. Like, in the world of, like, objectively scary attractions, slingshots look scarier from off the ride than when you're on it. When you're actually on it, I feel like it's I think sky coasters are scarier. Sky coasters are much scarier. I would agree with that. Someone says Queenstown's their favorite place on the planet.
Honestly, don't blame me at all. It's so nice.
Queenstown is awesome.
So nice.
When are you coming to ride the Zinger? This week.
This week. I'm so excited.
Yep, less than a week from now.
Yeah, we're going from having never filmed on ride at a Cedar Fair park to having done 3 of them by the end of next week. Which is really, really cool because we did Dorney.
Yep,
and Dorney Valley Fair. And
Dorney went really well.
Yep, and we're doing Worlds of Fun. So that'll be 3 under our belt now, which for us is like, holy crap, this is a huge deal. Because I know there's a lot of POVs out there of a lot of Cedar Fair rides, but a lot of them were taken illegally. So the fact that we're getting like permission and everything.
Direct permission, and that we're able to like add our own spin on everything. And I think it's also like good for us to be able to like extend our reach and our envelope of like what we can like have to say like, hey, we did this, and then that opens up the doors for other opportunities, you know, like within the Cedar Fair chain. Like, guys, if you ever wanted like some content like that from the bigger Cedar Fair parks, we can say, well, we did a Dorney Valley Fair Worlds of Fun. It absolutely does help. I know that after we were able to do it first for like the first like Six Flags park or whatever, it helped, the dominoes, helped, we're all in a line to make it possible to do some of the other ones. And there's still plenty of parks in the Six Flags chain that we still wanted to do that for,
Not Bryant taking a screenshot of this. I knew somebody was going to. When we put the light on me for like half a second. Thanks, Brian. Thank you so much. Absolutely hate that. Oh my god.
Let's see. $10 donation. Are you booking a trip to Carowinds to ride Fury 325 when it reopens to the public?
No, it's like probably gonna be like tomorrow. So
yeah, we'd have to go there later tomorrow.
From what we've heard,
we'll go.
Eventually,
we will probably go later this year. I imagine. I'd like to see Aeronautica Landing.
Same.
It looks good. And then Adam donated $5 says, I showed my 8-year-old niece and 4-year-old nephew the canyon video and the ostrich video. My niece said, you channel should be called Dumb Ways to Die. How mean.
Yeah, that's a Patreon exclusive video. Taylor knows how much I hate ostriches, and we went to an ostrich farm that we found, and it was absolute torment for me.
It was very funny.
It's not funny.
But yeah, the canyon views are great. And someone asked if those are drones in the sky. Those are birds.
Yep, those are birds.
Those are birds.
They're seagulls. They're waiting for somebody to walk by with a piece of pizza that they want. Ooh, pizza.
Dorney or Hershey? Hershey.
Hershey.
Will you ever go back to Michigan's Adventure to do Shivering Timbers?
Ugh, probably.
At some point, I'm sure. What coaster will King's Dominion get next?
Something in the place of a volcano, hopefully.
What's your pick?
My pick?
Yeah.
Literally anything except for a launch B&M wind coaster. That's what people are saying that they think it's going to be. I'm like, anything but that.
Yeah, I'm not saying a wind coaster would be a bad fit at King's Dominion. Like, it would.
It's not a cool enough replacement.
Objectively, it would be good. However, I don't feel like the wind coaster should go where Volcano was. I feel like if you're
But then where Anaconda is.
Or at the front gate, like a Cedar Point entrance. Like, I'm fine with a launch wing coaster at King's Dominion. Like, Thunderbird is a great ride.
Yeah, but not where Volcano
But don't put it where Volcano is. Put it somewhere else in the park. $5 donation from McKinley. Thank you so much. And then
McKinney.
Oh, McKinney, yeah. And then Billsta donated $2. Says, should make a video on woodies that need RMC treatment. That is actually something that I plan on doing at some point.
Ooh, we do that. That sounds fun.
So you've donated $2. Says, better atmosphere, Cedar Point or Kings Island?
Kings Island, for sure.
Kings Island. But both are very, very good. Let's see. Yeah, someone says Mach Extreme Spinner to replace Volcano. That'd be a good choice for sure.
I would love that.
What do you think of what's going on at Busch Gardens Tampa? I will not miss their Wild Mouse.
I only rode that thing one time. Yeah, that was it. I'm not really that upset about it.
Yeah, it's
I'm excited for whatever they're gonna put there.
I'm sure whatever they add is gonna be a whole lot better. So I personally am not gonna...
I've heard all kinds of things of what people think it's gonna be. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's rumors swirling about all sorts of stuff.
What's the main one again?
I've heard... the main one, well, I don't know. Like, I'm afraid to say something because, like, I've heard, like, way too many things that I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. Like,
yeah.
Because, like, a lot of the stuff is, like, contradictory and, like...
That is true.
I don't know. So, I hope that Busch Gardens Tampa does some stuff soon. Like, teasing, you know? And then, Ross $25. Have you guys ever been to Adult Night at Zoombezi Bay?
Ooh, no.
I don't even know what that is.
It sounds like fun. Oh, that is a big bug. Hello, sir. We're trying to work here. Go away.
Big bug. Coming to Coda Land. Well, not right now.
Whenever it exists, we'll do it. It's almost time for me to get pizza.
Time? Should we start wrapping things up?
Yeah, let's do like a couple more questions and stuff.
Yeah, we'll do a couple more and then we'll end things out. McKinney donated another $5. Says, I hope all is well. I was wondering if you guys are going to Fiesta, Texas soon. I've been wanting you guys to ride Dr. Diabolical on the new train on Wonder Woman.
We'll probably wait till Wonder Woman reopens, whenever that is. But that's definitely on our radar to do before the end of the year. Because it's open all year long, so we don't really have an issue.
Yeah, I would love to do Fiesta, Texas. I haven't been there in almost 3 years. So, yeah, that's a fantastic park.
Is Ride to Happiness still the best coaster in Europe? Yeah?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Go back to Camden Park. You know, I've actually thought about that for like when we're like doing the drive from like Virginia to Ohio, you have to drive right past it.
Is that the one in West Virginia?
Yeah. It'd be kind of funny to go there again.
I literally said I wanted to do it, so I'll do it.
It's very cheap. It's very cheap.
Sounds even better. Honest to God, it sounds even better. Are we going to Lost Island? Yes.
Yeah, that's the trip happening this weekend. We're doing Valley Fair, maybe Mall of America, Arnold's Park, Lost Island, Adventureland, and Worlds of Fun.
Max said, I love how we talked about Europe for like 15 minutes. Hey, we know where the questions take us.
You guys aren't asking Europe questions.
You have a lot of other questions.
You just want to know more about Dragster and stuff.
Last chance to get in your Europe questions. I mean,
the content's still, you know, we have a lot of videos coming out for this stuff, but there's gonna be a delay for a lot of stuff. So if you have questions about stuff, especially later in the trip, like, do it now. Juniper donated $10, says, given that we haven't had a top 25 from Taylor since I think almost post-Japan, we need a long combined video of Taylor and Sarah's top 25 or 50. That sounds like way too much. Definitely separate videos. Like that would be, and also top 50, that's just like, I feel like top 50 is unnecessary. Like, I know that
at 25, it's like, meh.
20, yeah, like, because there's a lot of great roller coasters, but I mean, after you get out of the 25, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's not as much interest, you know. Ethan, donated $5, says, any parks in Europe you haven't been to that you want to visit?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. We want to go to Turkey.
Turkey is probably the main one. I want to go to Land of Legends.
Yeah.
Do the Mach Hyper Coaster.
I want to go to Hansa and Heide Park. And next time we go back to Europe, that's a must.
I want to do also the parks in Eastern Germany, because there's a lot of smaller ones, but they still look pretty cool.
Do you mean West?
West. Like, I know there's stuff around like Munich and Berlin, like kind of like in between. Oh, I also, at some point I want to go to that new park in Poland, Hasseland or whatever, because that place is going to have a new Vekoma and the theming looks cool. It seems like the best place to get there from is like Berlin, so that would actually work out pretty well.
I want
to go
to
Berlin.
I want to go to Bavaria, like that whole region.
Oh yeah, that part would be amazing. So, yeah, there's definitely still countries that we got to visit. And then, what is the best country you visited for non-coaster purposes? Are you referring to this trip or in general?
I think my favorite country that I visited that was not for roller coasters was probably New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I love New Zealand.
New Zealand is awesome.
I would have stayed there way longer, honestly.
I wish we had more time in New Zealand, definitely.
Yeah.
That place is like, if you're going to Australia from the other side of the world,
if you don't go to New Zealand,
parks,
you've done a disservice.
Go to New Zealand. It's not that far, and New Zealand is so cool. The thing is that you're probably gonna have to venture outside of Auckland. Like, Auckland is like a big hub, but go see the areas besides that.
Yeah.
You know, Auckland's nice, but the coolest parts of New Zealand are not in Auckland.
Agreed.
Let's see.
Last chance.
Let's see.
Because your girl's starting to really need something to eat.
If you had to work as an engineer for a manufacturer, who would you work for?
Ooh, I like a good challenge.
That's tough because it's like, it's not like who's your favorite manufacturer. It's like, which one would you like most enjoy, like the creative?
I would probably like working for Intamin because we do so many different things.
Intamin has a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a cool. Good one. I mean, I'm wearing a Vekoma shirt. Vekoma would be a great option.
Oh, Vekoma. Yeah, I'd probably actually go with Vekoma because they work with Disney. That'd be really cool to like know this lowdown because you know they work on stuff like 5, 10 plus years in advance for Disney. So
yeah. I think that both of those would be really, really cool. But honestly, there's no bad answer here. Like, all of the different manufacturers are all great in their own ways.
Absolutely.
So I think if you're looking to get into the field, I think that you have a ton of amazing options.
There's so many cool options. Oh my gosh. SBF Visa.
SBF Visa!
You know what? I changed my answer. That's what I want.
Go work for SBF. Colt donated $1. Thank you so much. Yeah, we appreciate it. And yeah, I think we should probably just go ahead and end it here. It's been about an hour and a half. So
wow, time really flies.
I know, this was a good time. We went from day to night. Live.
I know, you got to watch the transition of the park lighting up. Here, I'll give a better view. Hang on. There you go. This is the current view up here. It's so cool how boardwalk parks look at night compared to during the day. Like, it's so much more fun up here at night. Don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yes. Hold on, I'm gonna flip it back around. Oh, yep, that's my big face. Hello.
All right, guys.
Oh, wait, I think we got another super chat. Just so
we did?
Miss it, yeah.
Oh, not really a question, but I just want to say I've been here since 75 credits for Taylor, and now he has 1,000. Incredible to watch someone grow. Oh, wait.
Incredible.
Wait, you had... Oh, so you were following the channel when I had 75 credits. Thank you so much for following the channel that long. That's crazy. That's a lot of time that has flown by.
You've watched his level of nerdiness increase by literally 1,000.
Absolutely.
What are you at now after this trip?
I can tell you. My current count is 1,035.
I get some new ones this weekend.
Yep.
Well, I'm at 1,036. Not to brag, but just it's really cool for me that I have more than you.
Yeah.
By one. So let's hope he doesn't ride one that I haven't done, or we're gonna have an issue.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you all for joining us. This was a fun time. We got a bunch of fun videos coming up this week and next. Coastin Through Europe Season 2. We'll have some videos out soon. There'll be a trailer coming soon. So,
if you're on Patreon, you're gonna get to see it either later tonight or tomorrow. So.
Yep, we're gonna have and if you're on Patreon, you already saw a bunch of initial reactions, which is great. But it's not too late. They're all still there. You can join for as little as $5 a month, which for a lot of people who sent super chats, that's the equivalent of how much you already donated. But you get bonus videos, so already worth it. We're gonna go get some food. We're hungry.
Wait, are we really?
I don't know.
Are we getting pizza?
I'm getting fried chicken.
I'm gonna get pizza.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you later.